Right, hello YouTube once again. Forance MMA here with another video. First and foremost, I hope everyone had a good Christmas, has a good upcoming New Year as well. As you can probably see by the screen in front of me, we're looking at unranked fighters who I think personally are going to get a ranking by the end of next year. Now, how I've done this is I've done 2 fighters from each division, and I've had a look and I'm thinking, at this current moment in time, can these fighters that I've chosen beat some of these ranked guys? And, I'll be honest with you, guys, alright? We'll see what happens. At this moment in time, currently, I think yes. I think 2 of these guys are probably going to be top 5, possibly top 8, top 5, in between that range by the end of the year as well. Obviously, that depends on division, how fast they're pushed, all that good stuff. Because, for example, if it's heavyweight, then you could win 2 fights and get in the top 10. Taliesin Teixeira won 1 fight against Justin Taffer and his rank suddenly. I don't get it personally, but that's, how it does in the heavyweight divisions. But wait, we're going to go from flyweight up to heavyweight. This is in no particular order on who I think is going to have more potential than the other. We're just going to go fight by fight. I'll explain my reasonings. And again, if there's fighters you think I should add, if there's any fighters you think I've missed, again, please let me know down in the comments. And also, before we start, please, if you're new to the channel, which probably everybody is, please, let me know. Give it a subscribe, give it a like, share it around. It'll be much, much appreciated. Right, we're going to start with flyweight first. My first fight I think is going to be ranked expanded this year is Andre Lima. As you can see, 11-0, Brazilian. Now we're going to take a look at his record here quickly, because I've got his page here. I've got it all worked out. Don't worry. On his tapology over here, Andre Lima, 11-0, 26 years old, has had 4 UFC fights, 4 UFC wins. Yes, one of those wins I can see he won because somebody bit him. Igor Severino, what are you doing? But since then, and after the maybe split to repose, remember, doesn't look too good. But after that, Felipe dos Santos and his most recent performance against Daniel Barres looked very, very good. Again, flyweight is one of those divisions where you don't have to win many fights to get ranked. I think 1 or 2 more fights for Lima this year, and he can definitely be up there in the ranks of those divisions. When it comes to this, when it comes to flyweight, here we go, right here, perfect. I think he beats some of these fighters. I think he beats Bruno Silva, personally. I think he could beat a Tim Elliott, personally. I think he can give problems for Alex Perez as well. Charles Johnson, possibly. There are fighters he can give a real problem to. But that's my first flyweight fight. Again, anybody you think I should not or add in, please let me know. Second flyweight, I'm going to go Joseph Morales, the most recent Ultimate Fighter winner. Again, similar position I think to Lima. He's maybe 1 or 2 fights away from getting a ranking. His second stint in the UFC as well. You can't get more unlucky than having Davidson Figueiredo in your debut. But it is what it is. He's gone away. He's come back better. A lot better, as you can see. Beating Enrique and Imanol Rodriguez. He's got his debut, I think, in Mexico, believe it or not. So good luck to him on that. But beats Alibi Idris and recently guillotines Matt Schnell, a former ranked fighter at that time as well. Going back to his rankings again, I think he gives problems to Alex Perez. I think he gives problems to the Charles Johnsons. We've seen him get controlled a few times. But I'm not hating Charles Johnson. I love the guy. I love his style. I hope he gets picked up. I hope he gets booked with better fights. But again, yeah, I see Joseph Morales beating some of these ranked fighters, similar to Andre Lima. I'd probably, if I had to pick out the 2, I think Morales is more likely to get a ranking more than Lima, if I had to choose one. I just think he has a more well-rounded game. There we go. Especially on the ground, you can see by his picture here pretty perfectly. He can control people and finish them on the ground as well, as shown by the guillotine choke in the first round against Matt Schnell. But yes, those are my flyweights. Let me know if I need to make any changes. Moving on. Bantamweight division, very stacked division, bantamweight. I do like it a lot. But an obvious pick here is Alexander Topuria. Now, we are not just saying this man's going to get ranked because of his name. Of course, he is the. Is he older? I don't know now. He's older, younger brother to Pereira. I've got a feeling he's older, but he's Pereira's older brother. Um, if you see him fight, very similar footwork, very similar stance to Pereira as well. You can see they all, got it from the same spot. Only 2 fighters in the UFC, both decision wins, but both those decision wins he's shown a lot of promise and a lot of good technique. He's a big name in the division already, obviously being into Pereira. He will get pushed fairly quickly into those rankings straight away. And again, I do think he does beat some of these bantamweights as of right now. Where's bantamweight? Here we are, right next to you, Pete Yan. Montel Jackson, what are we doing here? Definitely has a chance. Kyler Phillips, what are we doing here? Can definitely beat Kyler as well. Tools to beat Rob Font. I think so. That heavy counterboxing style could do some damage as well. He's definitely up there to get a ranking spot possibly by the end of the year, depending on how he's booked as well. I think Percy is going to get pushed pretty quickly, but we will see how that runs. My next bantamweight, I'm going for Gene Matsumoto. Now, people might not agree with me on this one. Bantamweight is stacked with full of different fighters, but I think Gene Matsumoto has, again, something to pro the tools, and he has time on his side. He's only 26, I believe. I'll have a look at his topology now. Yep, 26 years old, 17-1. Only lost is to ranked competition in Rob Font. But that fight, I believe, was a split decision loss. Yes, it was. So he definitely was in that fight for the most part. And then the split decision against Miles Johns just doesn't look too great either. I'm seeing this now. I'm thinking I picked the wrong guy. Nah, I'm sticking with it. Has Farid Basharat. Farid Basharat was definitely somebody actually who I was thinking I'd put on this list. But only reason why I'm thinking no is just I think every single fight he's had in the UFC has been decision apart from one. Yeah, against Clayton Rodriguez. Again, that shouldn't be any reason why he shouldn't be in the rankings. Evloev's done the number one of featherweight for fuck's sake, so he's never finished a fight in his fucking life. But yeah, I think me personally, I'm a big fan of Matsumoto. That's not Matsumoto. This is fucking Basharat still. Where is he? Here we are. I'm a big fan of Matsumoto still. Well-rounded style, very good, very quick kickboxing. With the good Muay Thai as well. His first couple fights in the UFC are really good actually. Dan Argueta, that fight was ridiculously good. I think he was down quite by a couple rounds. Well, after the first round, just anyway, and then got the choke in the last minute. If you've not seen his Contender Series fight against Casey Tanner, please do give it a watch. It's very fun watch. Really introduces him to in the first place. But no, I think he beats Basharat for me personally, and then after that gets a shot at that top 15, and I think he can beat some of those fighters who are there in those like 15 to 10 range. But yeah, we're going to move on to featherweight next. My first featherweight now, Myron Santos. I absolutely love Myron Santos. He really does give me like those like Anderson Silva kind of vibes when it comes to striking. Very faint and heavy, very powerful. I mean, I think under people don't expect the power. There we go. I don't think they expect the power. His last win coming against Mohamed Naimov. Don't like Naimov. He's a prick, really. Moving on quickly, but no, he's a prick. But no, beating Sadiq Youssef, beating Mohamed Naimov, fuck me. Youssef being a former ranked fighter as well, it puts him up there, I think, with some of the best in the division. The only concern could be his weight, because he has missed weight a couple times, I believe, or missed weight in his last one anyway. And then I think he fought lightweight in his previous fight because of the weight. Whereas last weight, and they go weighed in at 147.5. That's not what we want. Don't want to copy that. But no, if he gets his weight under control, he's under a good head coach in Eric Nixick, fighting out Extreme Couture. If he gets his weight under control, I think he can get into that top 10 fairly Quickly. If we come out to featherweight, Vox division, yeah, like Onama he beats, Ige he beats. I think Emmett he beats. There's a lot I think that he could beat. Ortega, you could give a shout for, maybe he beats if he stays away from the submissions. But no, yeah, I think there's a few that he can definitely beat in the division, and hopefully he gets pushed and booked properly to do so. So the first one is Myron Santos. My second one is Melkazil Costa. If you have not seen this man's knockout over Morgan Sharia, I recommend you give it a watch. It's one of the best knockouts of the year to end the year. I think, not under the radar now, but has quietly, before that knockout, become quite tough to beat. 6-2 in the UFC. His only losses being to a former ranked lightweight fighting up a division of Thiago Moises on his debut, coming short notice. And his only loss after that is current top 10 ranked Steve Garcia. Everything else he has fought. He's fought good opponents. Feely, Searoy, De Rosa, Sharia. All four very good, very, good feathers to have in your cap and your featherweight rankings to begin with. Norden Becker as well. I don't know where he's gone. I think he's probably long gone, but he was a bit of a triangle, wasn't he? But no, those 4 wins are very, very liable. Again, I think he's really destined for the rankings of featherweight. Again, I think he beats the likes of Onamas. I think he beats the likes of Iges. Again, gives good competition to some of those featherweights around, still only 29, and has major experience on the side. So, Myron Santos and Melkazil Costa, are my featherweight picks. Now, moving on again to lightweight. Here we have, you probably saw them coming in pretty quickly, Quillan Salkeld. Now, me personally, I wasn't, especially with the Contender Series anyway, I wasn't seeing a lot from this kid. I wasn't seeing a lot from, I wasn't thinking he was going to be where he is right now. He's proved me wrong, and I'm happy he's proved me wrong. It's his birthday today, as of recording, 20th of December. Happy birthday, mate. Nicely done. But no, 26 years old. I think 3 fights in the UFC. All wins, and 2 very good knockouts. One against Anshul Jubli. I hate him, by the way. Jubli, so fucking deluded, it pissing me off. Ashmurud was unanimous, and the recent win over Hack Press, the head kick, still gives me nightmares. Similar to Melkazil against Sharia. I mean, which head kick speaks better? Let me know in the comments. Has not come fight against I'm yawning Lopez today. Up against Rong Zhu on the Volkanovski Lopez card coming up. I think it's a bit of a step down personally. Well, no, not personally. It is a step down. It's, I think, a bit of a layup really. But again, if he can beat Rong Zhu convincingly with a finish, I think there's a possibility of him getting a ranked fighter next. If we come back over here to the lightweights, here we go, Mr. Pereira, hello. We have a look. I mean, to be honest, lightweight is absolutely stacked, but I think he can give trouble to the likes of a Dariush. He can give trouble to the likes of a Moicano. I think he can give trouble to possibly the Chandlers. There is fighters on there he can definitely be, bad matchups for. I was going to put Faraz ZM in, by the way, but I realised he's ranked. So I'm keeping these fighters, trying to make sure they're not ranked before I put him in. I was going to put in Ziam, but then I saw he was 15th. I think Ziam's going to be top 10 man of the year. Maybe top 8, we'll see. But we'll, anyway, different video. Back on this one. But no, Quillan Salkeld is my first lightweight. Second lightweight, you knew it had to be done. Magomed John Pork Chanko Zainikov. Now, the reason why I'm saying this guy's going to be ranked is 1, he's 8-0. 2, he's 30. Now, that's not old, it's prime. It really is his prime, but they're going to push him quickly. Similar to Praises with the Makachev camp, they're going to push him very quickly. There are rumours that he's got a fight booked, soon against Manuel Torres, which is a bit annoying because I put Torres to fight in Mexico. But apparently it's going to be Islam and Kamaru Usman for the world title. Bullshit if that was, by the way. Fucking Abdelaziz pulled his ass out of that one. But as rumours are, like Islam and Usman for the title, and on that main card or that card somewhere is going to be John Pork, and rumours are it's going to be Manuel Torres. If that's true, that's an absolute banger. Also, if that's true, I just gave you spoilers, shit. Also, if that's true, again, that's top 11, I think, straight away. And again, I think it gives people problems. His Contender Series fight, I think, had the most significant strikes. Oh my fucking god, hang on lads. Fuck off. There you go, fucking yawn like a bitch. But yeah, no, it's contenders for his fight. I think he had the most significant strikes in the show's history, I believe. So, incredibly tough fight he was against. Again, have a look at that fight if you'd like to. Ignore this guy, I don't know where the fuck he is. He just came out of nowhere. But no, Zarnikov, if he can get that win against Torres, they're obviously pushing him for a ranked fight very quickly, being his debut. So I think very hard on him straight away. But I think he could get that win and could be ranked by the end of the year. Moving on to welterweight, I gave a bit of a sneak peek here, but the welterweight, I'm going to go Miktabek Oralbai. Now, I think he's had one fight at welterweight, I want to say, against Hermansson. Did he have one before that, or was that lightweight? I can't remember. When was this fight? Was this a lightweight fight against Messiah, or was it welterweight? Oh no, it was 165. So, he has the catcher, wasn't it? Of course it was. But I think he looks like he's staying up at welterweight, and if that's the case, he's going to be a problem for a lot of fighters. Hermansson being a very established name at middleweight, coming down, flatlined him. I don't know if it's because of Hermansson's weight cut. Could be it. He did get absolutely clocked by, I think it was Ferreira in the fight before that as well. But, you heard me burp, I'm so sorry, I'm just fucking malfunctioning today. But no, Oralbai thinks a lot of bad matchups for many welterweights in the division. Again, if you go back to the rankings, welterweight, Islam, he's not going to beat Islam, is he? But we'll see. Colby, what are we doing here? He'll beat Colby. D-Rod, he'll beat Rodriguez, I think. Burns, he beats Burns. Who else up there, maybe? I think he can give Leon some problems as well, I really do. Hate to say it, but I think he does. But no, Oralbai, I think, definitely being one of them to the... But I think somebody who's definitely going to be ranked man of the year is this man here. Yaroslav Amosov. The only the only Bellator fighter to come over in their prime in the UFC, and looks like he's going to cause problems. Sorry, Patchy Mix. Sorry, Pitbull. Sorry, Chandler. Patchy Mix is funny that he lost twice. But no, Amosov put down Neil Magny in the first round. Yes, it was first round. Really made it look easy. I didn't even know he fought Curtis Millender. Remembers Curtis Millender? He was in the UFC. I fucking remember that. Anyway, sorry. Back to the video. But no, beat Magny, Anaconda choke in the first round. There's rumours are that he might get on the London card against Leon. If he does get Leon, I'll be honest, I'm going to say it now, he beats Leon. Okay, he beats Buckley. He beats Burns, he beats Jeff Neal, he beats Covington, he beats D-Rod, right? He beats Sean Brady. This is one of the fighters I said in the beginning could be in that top 5 maybe by the end of the year. We'll see how it goes, depending how they book him. And I think, yeah, he has every... Oh, Chanko! He has... Oh, wrong one again. He has every possibility to get into that top 5 division, no doubt in my mind. But yeah, no, keep an eye on that Amosov, because... Very good fight. In his prime was 29-1. His only loss, I think, being it was Jason Jackson by knockout. I think it was. So credit to Jackson. But yeah, we're going to move on, and we are going to go over to now the middleweights. First middleweight. Oh fuck, wrong one again. Okay, middleweight. Christian Leroy Duncan. Am I giving a bit of English bias? Yes. Do I care? No. You don't like it? Do one. Christian Leroy Duncan. I real soft spot for this guy. I love how he moves. I love how he's just spinning attacks, how he uses his range as well, and now he's got the ground game to back up somewhat. I think it's going to be tough to beat this year. Very tough to beat. I hope he gets that London card. I hope he gets that Kopylov fight. If he wins that Kopylov fight, I should say when he wins that Kopylov fight, it could be a top 15 spot right there. Middleweights, he's not going to beat Chimaev, is he? But no. I think he gives problems. I think he beats Dolidze. Let's be honest. He beats a Dolidze. I think he beats a Cannonier. I think he gives a Derrida some issues as well. Gregory, be very fun one to watch as well. He could give some twin fight. That'd be like the Spider-Man's pointing each other that fight, Rodriguez and Duncan. But no, there's a few here that I definitely think he will give a lot of issues too. A lot of fun fights in the future that could possibly happen with the guy we are talking about here, Christian Leroy Duncan. But no, first middleweight, done. Second middleweight, I'm going to go with a bit of an outside shout. I don't think many people are talking about this guy. By the way, before you send in the comments, I know I've got his record wrong. His record's 9-0-1. You'll see that in a minute on Topology. But I'm going with Mansour Abdul Malik. Again, bit of an outside shout this one, but 9-0. In the UFC has looked unbelievably good. Todorovic, knockout. Nick Klein, knockout. Tricoli, standing guillotine. It looked like he owed him money. He looked like Tricoli robbed him. And he just stood him up, choked him, easy peasy. Cody Brandage, pussy. Anyway, we move on. But no, again, if he gets booked properly, I think he could get some good competition in there. Again, Abdul Malik, I think he can give Delizzo problems again. I can't believe Delizzo's still ranked. Fair play to him. I think he gives Delizzo problems. I think he gives Joe Piper some problems. I think, again, Cannonier, I think he gives some problems with. But then again, whenever he gives somebody Cannonier, they seem to lose to him automatically. Rodriguez. But no. Abdul Malik, a bit of an outside shout. Wouldn't be surprised if he's not ranked, but I wouldn't be surprised either if he is. So keep a good look out for this guy. Moving on, light heavyweight. We're nearly done, guys. Light heavyweights. First and foremost, Modestas Bukauskas. Is it more British bias? Honestly, no. This is light heavyweight. The division's very thin. It's a bit shit. Doesn't take anything away from how good Bukauskas is. I respect him a lot, to be fair. Got, Khalil busted his knee to next week. Got cut. Went back to Cage Warriors, became a 2-time champ there, light heavyweight. Came back. And since then, I don't think he's lost. I'm trying to think. Oh, no, he has lost one to Petrino. But, no, beat Lee Chadwick. Beat Chuck Campbell. Beat Tyson Pedro in return. That was a pretty hyped fight for Pedro. Beat Power Girl, lost to Petrino, but he's heavyweight now, so it's fine. Pracknell arm triangle. Chikera, those punches against the cage where he just stood there and got knocked out. It was pretty good. He's been very active in 2025 as well. Kutalaba won by split, but again, if you can beat anyone Kutalaba, you'll be fine. Paul Craig won with an elbow from top position and has Krylov coming up in the most recent fight, Gaethje Pimlet. Do I think he beats Krylov? Yes, I do. That is why I've got him in as one of my ranked fighters. Light heavyweight, there we go. So yeah, we were saying, where is he? Krylov, I think he beats Krylov. I think he can beat Amenafield. I think he can beat Johnny Walker, just how chinny he is. Guskov, I hate this man. I know it's a bit of a strong word, but I think he's rubbish. I don't know why. I think he just has punching power and literally nothing else. That sounded very mean. I'm sorry, Guskov. You've done what you had to do. You got your knockouts, but I don't see it yet. But I'm willing to be proved wrong. You just drew a Blachowicz, former champion, so it's not too bad. But I'm willing to be proved wrong. Anyway, Bukauskas, could he give Guskov problems? Yes, I think he could do as well. I'm not just saying that because I said what I said about Guskov. Rakic, we'll see. No, but I think Bukauskas can give some issues to a lot of people. And my next one is Abdul Rahman Yahyaev. Now, he's only had one fight at the UFC, and it's been 30 seconds long. Does that change my opinion? Absolutely not. We saw on Contender Series, 1 in 30 seconds, Rafael Chikera in his debut. Chikera's been killed by everyone, isn't he? Poor guy. But beat Chikera in 33 seconds. His first 2 combined fights on either Fight Pass or UFC, whatever it is, has been 1 minute and 3 seconds long for both fights. It's outrageous. Now, this is the guy I'm probably thinking more hype around, personally. Again, going back to here, I think he beats a Krylov, he beats a Walker, he beats a Guskov. I think he beats Reyes, Ozdemir. I really do think he can get to that top 8 if they book him correctly and don't rush him. Even if they did rush him, to be fair, I don't really care. Zhang Minyang, oh, that'd be a fun fight. Imagine him and Zhang Minyang, holy shit. But no, I think he can beat a lot of these fighters in this top 10. Or 15 to 7 range. Jamal Hill, he'll beat Jamal Hill. Ploddy little prat. Don't like him. But no, Yahyaev, I think, has every opportunity to get into that rankings very quickly. Especially being like heavyweight. He's 24. Bloody hell, I'm older than him. What am I doing? But no, has the definite tools to get to, I think, that ranked spots pretty quickly. So yeah, I think I've got heavyweights next. Yes, I do. Heavyweights. My first heavyweight, I'm going to go Josh Hokit. Now, the only reason why I've got Josh Hokit in here is because if there is any heavyweight in the division that isn't just a fat blob, sorry, Stephen Asplund, but just a fat blob, 9 times out of 10 they get ranked. That seems to be how it works for some reason. But no, in all seriousness, Hokit, I think former NFL product, has really good wrestling. Where's heavyweight down here? Here we go. Again, Hokit, me personally, he beats McParkin. He just does. I think he beats a Tuivasa. He beats a Gaziv, the GOAT, unfortunately. I love Gaziv. Yeah, he beats Teixeira. Volta Volk, if he doesn't snap his heel off, I think he beats him as well. I think he's been more careful than that. But he does beat a lot of these fighters in that 15, I think, to 10 range. So, again, we'll see how that goes. I think he has a fight coming up, I believe. There we go, against Denzel Freeman. He'll beat Freeman, let's be honest. On that Gaethje Paddy card as well. Oh, shit, I keep yawning. Oh, my God. While we're yawning now, I'm recording. I can't be asked to edit this out. I'm just going to be one take and that's it. Oh, my God, sorry. Anyway. Got a knockout in his debut, actually. I need to look at that fight. Again, I thought he'd ground and pound him, to be fair, because of his, style in the wrestling. But no, got Denzel Freeman on the Paddy card. If he beats that, I think he might get ranked guy, because he does just chat absolute shit constantly. I think he wants Asplund at some point. Will he beat Asplund? Of course he will. We'll just take him down and sit on him. But no, the main one here, what this video is mostly put around, I'll say, to be honest with you, is for this guy, Mario Pinto. This guy could be a real problem in the heavyweight division, and very quickly as well. Again, fighters in London, love to see it. No, but again, we look at these rankings, and we see he beats Teixeira, he beats Walker, he beats Parker, he beats Tuivasa, he beats Kaziev, he beats Tabura for me, he beats Derek Lewis for me, I think he beats Delia. Spivak he gives problems to. He gives, I think, problems to Waldo Cortez Acosta. I'm extremely high on this guy, and I think there's no reason why this guy cannot get into the top 5 of the division ready of the year, especially with heavyweight. If he gets a good 2 or 3 fights, even 3 fights maybe this year, wins them all, he can get in the top 5. He can be in title contention. I'm not joking. You heard it here first. I'll tell you what then. Two, I think, top 5 possibilities are Yaroslav Amosov and Mario Pinto. You know what? I'm going to put it on the thumbnail. You'll see it in the thumbnail. I'm going to put those 2 fighters and I'm going to put top 5 next to it. I think those guys are going to have possible, future ambitions to be in the top 5 of that division. Wrong picture again. But no, I think Amosov and Pinto, watch out for those fighters. For sure. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. Those are my fight predictions on which, non-ranked fighters at the minute I think are going to be ranked by the end of 2026. So those fighters I think I missed, fighters you think I should have added, fighters you think, well, Max, or 400, no, my name is Max, by the way. You think, Max, what the fuck are you doing? Get him out. Let me know. I want to hear it. But no, if you did like it, please like, subscribe. My next video I'm going to put out is title fights I want to see in 2026. I'm going to do a non-title version of that as well, so be ready for that too. But until then, again, I appreciate you watching. And again, you let me know, who do you think is going to get in these rankings by the end of 2026? Let me know. And with that, I will see you later. See you in the next one.